Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all, everyone? I hope that everyone is cool. If the voice is clear, the sound is okay, let me know. Don't forget to leave a like, okay, before starting the live. Make sure that you have pushed the like button. This is just an appreciation to me. How are you all? Loud and clear. Thank you, Joe. SK, thanks for that penguin, man. GN, thank you. Thank you, brother. Haryana and Haryana, I bought NQ using LOP Okay. Good morning, Clever. MD Robiul Hassan Arif. Good morning, brother. PD array. I'll have to wait a little bit, and in the meantime, make sure that you have put the like button. I started a little earlier. Yesterday at night, actually, we started our journey to Portugal from Spain, and we came here around the morning. So I slept a little bit, then wake up, started the session. Not a high probable session today. I will talk about this price action after a bit because, in my opinion, it's like I don't know which way market will go today, but we will talk about this after a bit. Let other people to join first, otherwise they will keep asking why you are bullish, why you are bearish, why you don't have any bias, and then I have to give the same reply again and again and again. So we'll have to wait a bit, and then we'll start to talk about the price action for Thursday. According to the narrative, today should be like continuation of the expansion. It doesn't mean yesterday was a bullish expansion, so today will be bullish expansion as well. All I need an expansion either way, because today is Thursday. Hello Muktadir, good morning. Stoic Cat, thanks for that penguin, man. When I will see the, I'll be able to see the real penguin, man. Waiting to take some picture of real penguin. Good morning, SK. I feel bearish today. I will talk about this price action a bit later. Good morning, Moon. What do you think of using 15 second and 5 second? Is it useful? 15 second is a new world, and in that world, if you do the scalp, for example, like 5 handle, 10 handle scalp, you will find near about 15 to 20 winning trade. Some losing trade, but maximum will be the winning trade if you use the 15-second chart. 5 second is like too much too much speed in 5 second. I never trade the 5 second. Maybe one or two times tried it by paper money. Never trade 5 second chart with the real money. But 15 second is good, in my opinion. Angela, hi buddy. Hello, Angela. I used your code on Apex. I got the 3,300 needed for payout. 150k account meet all requirements, and they haven't responded at all. It's going on 3 days. Okay. Is there anyone who can help Angela about about his problem, his or her problem? Brother, you are my brother or sister? Angela, I think you are my sister. So if you are sister, then can anyone help her about his problem? I'm not expert about this, so I think that you guys, some of you can help her. Okay, please. It's still holding previous week high. Okay, Jian, I will talk about this after a bit. Okay, I have time. I will start talking about the price action around 9. In the meantime, we'll just do some gossiping. Then we'll start talking about the price action. Since London moves so much, do you think AM session? I will talk about the price action after a bit, just a bit. Sharada, hey Sharada, how are you, brother? Has Prototype returned? I don't think so. He has some friend in his home. I mean, last time when we talked, he told that he has some friend and he's busy with his friend, and he's maybe about his citizenship, something in Australia. He talked about this. So I don't think so. He is retired right now. He's a little busy. about his citizenship things. Now he's like confused. Does he want to stay in Australia or he will come back to Bangladesh because his parents are older now? So he was thinking to go back to Bangladesh for forever. So he's maybe busy with this. Okay, I didn't talk to him for 2 weeks now. I'll talk to him and I'll let you know. Ketikan. Cat lover. Good morning, cat lover. Look at the first parallel gap on the 15-second amazing hits. Okay, I'm not able to go 15-second chart because my plan doesn't support it. So I have to get the huge plan to get the 15-second chat. I'm not able to go over there. Hey Taslimemon. Hey brother, walaikum salam. I'm cool, man. Yeah, okay, sister. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, if anyone can, okay, welcome to Apex. Okay, Gupta. Now, please, if anyone can help her, please help her. Okay, payout in the first day of the month. Okay, so yeah, maybe Angela, you have to wait until first day of February. I think you have to wait until that area. And the day and the dollar T2, let's go. So I will go, but after a bit. Hey everyone. Okay, Jensi, how are you, brother? Tony, walaikum salam, Tony. Must complete of least 8 trading days between pairs. Okay, she has already met all the requirements, and I guess the way she told that she met everything. Now she didn't get her payout, so I think she had to wait for the 1st of February. I think so because I have also seen something like that. The Apex is going to pay between 1 to 5 every month at the beginning, 1 to 5. So I think she had to wait until that area. Good, I did all of that. Yeah, okay. Hey Alex, in future prop there is unlimited time limit to pass. In future prop there is unlimited time to pass. No, there is no unlimited time to pass. If you want to do the challenge account, then you have 1 month only. So within 1 month you have to pass. But if you get the funded account, then it's unlimited time. So funded account has unlimited time, but challenge account has 1 month. Pretty much every prop firm will give you 30 days to pass the challenge. Here all the updates. Okay. No, Moon, you can't put any kind of link over here. It doesn't support. So if you're trying to put some or provide some link, it's not going to support. Try to give the link in the Discord. So it will show over there. So in Discord, provide us the link. We can check it. So that in November now they say it on their website that it's any time that you can request a payout. Yeah, if anyone can, please help her. Slate, good morning, brother. Brother, I'm Taslim Iman. Oh, okay, you are Taslim Iman. Thank you, man. Sorry. Our Bangladesh, me, brother. Oh, okay, you are our Bangladesh. Hey, Taslim. Thank you, man, for confirming that you are our Bangladesh. Iman. Thank you, brother. Take Profit Trader has any activation fees for pro account? Take Profit Trader, now they have the activation fees. Until 12th of January, there was no activation fees, but now they have activation fees. They have 50% discount right now, but they have the activation fees right now. It is Apex treatment, payout and consistency rules. Okay, good morning, Utsuk. Katie, I told already 3 times that I will talk about this price action after a bit. So please give me some times. I'll talk about today's price action, today's expectation, everything after a bit, not right now. Consistent rules means what? There is some consistency rules. If you need to know more about the consistency rules or everything, give us a message in our Discord. You will get the link on the pin comment. Join our Discord, and over there you will get every kind of information. Good morning, Pudur. Hi, Chachu. How are you? I'm cool, man. Thanks for asking, by the way. It's been a long. I didn't see your comment. You good? When you were coming back to Bangladesh, you guys who lives in Canada, I don't know why you guys just changed. all over here. Why is that? When you go to Canada, you guys just got changed. Why is that? Come back to Bangladesh. Don't forget us, man. Tony, thanks for that penguin, man, by the way. December, I'll be. Oh, man, December, it's been 1 year. Near, near about 1 year. I lost my 150k funded account, Apex. It's simple, man. It's just simple. If you lost one account, two account, five account, it doesn't matter. You have to pay something before getting something. So you will think like, I have just paid 150k account to get 150k dollar, something like that. Okay, think like that way. Don't get depressed by losing one account. Losing account is so normal in trading. I'm gravitating towards my funded futures trader plus account. Your thoughts? My funded futures is always better. My funded futures, take profit trader, then uh, Tradify, they're better. So yeah, it's a good idea, I think. Akshay. Hey Donichu, thanks for that penguin, man. China's consistency rules. Okay. Yeah, there is the consistent rules or everything you can read, brother, about Taslim Imun. Hope to switch to a funded account someday to. Hey Alex, what do you mean by that funded account someday? You can go for that if you follow just three sentence. First sentence, never go for the runner. Try to close your trade between 20 to 40 handle, or at least try to take the partial. Second rule is, or second sentence is, don't overtrade. Maximum one winning trade in a day, maximum two losing trade in a day. And third, or most important thing is, never ever do over leveraged. Just three, if you follow these three sentence, you will get your funded account. That's for sure. Nobody can stop you. Ask me, I'm MBA in losing fund. Yeah, man, losing account is very simple. In my opinion, if you can make one payout from one funded account, it's more than enough. Then you will lose it. Perfect, no worries. Just until the first payout, try to keep that funded account. I understand a little bit. Thank you. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. What happened to my internet today? Sometimes, guys, if you see that I'm loading, that means it's disconnected. Please give me a message to Discord so that I can know that I have to reconnect the thing. So give me a message over here. I'll know that. And the guy who are interested about the rules or everything, consistency rules, if you're confused about them, come to this area, platform area over here. And if you go any of this area, you will find all of the rules according to that platform or everything. So here, Bullnox. Right now, Bullnox has 91% discount. If anyone is interested about Bullnox, you can try this Bullnox now. Take profit trader. We have lot here. Okay, whatever trading platform we have, we have over here. Okay, I think it's time to talk about the price action a bit because it's almost 9. So let's go to the price action. If you give me any kind of message right now, I won't be able to read your message. So don't give me any message until I'm finished. You know that I talk too much. So when I'm talking about the price action, please don't provide me any message. I won't be able to read your message. You can see this is the dollar index, and for dollar index, I have this clean lows over here. That is the fair value gap. Market has traded this fair value gap. In our weekly analysis video, we marked this order block, this down close body close candle open. We marked it, and our intention was that market will come at least until this order block top, at least until the top. Then it will start to go higher for this daily last fair value gap. If it can go through this last fair value gap, this buy side liquidity will be our next target. If it can go through this, so our first intention to see that market will reach for this last fair value gap low. So this is our daily intention or daily target for the dollar index. You can see market fall here, came to this order block, down close body close candle, trade that order block. Can it go through this area and go for that last fair value? That is my intention to see. But before coming here, I have this clean sell side liquidity over here as well. This low and that low, they're very clean. If it started to fall for this sell side liquidity, then Nasdaq will start to go higher and go for the all-time high. I don't want to see that. I want to see that this down close body close candle or this fair value gap over here. As you can see, this fair value gap from daily chart, they will hold the price and send the market higher for the last fair value gap. From hourly chart, according to our 4-hour chart, we talked about the sell side liquidity in our our weekly analysis video. We told that if market could take this all of this liquidity or this fair value gap, either this fair value gap will hold the price, send it higher. If it is broken, then this sell side liquidity will be taken and market will reverse either from this gap or from that gap, any of these gaps. So here there is a very small gap and there is another small gap. Any of this gap will hold the price and send it higher for that low of this daily last fair value gap. That was our expectation from the 4-hour chart for dollar index. So still now I'm holding that bias in my mind, think that this market will go higher and it will go for this last fair value gap. Still I'm holding it. But if it dramatically fall and closed below this low, which is a swing low and valid as a market structure shift, if I see a body close below this low or some kind of run toward this type of candle, that type of candle, that type of black candle around here, then I will start to think about this sell side liquidity. I will change my bias from bullish to bearish for dollar index. Whatever is going to be my bias for dollar index, Nasdaq is gonna be opposite. So if it is bearish bias, Nasdaq, I will think about bullish bias. If this is a bullish bias, then I'll think about the bearish bias. Right now I'm in bullish bias for dollar index, so bearish bias in Nasdaq. This is Nasdaq, and you can see this clean lows over here, which is the sell side liquidity from the daily chart. I have this clean sell side liquidity around that area. Market went higher. There is a new day opening gap around this area. This is a new day opening gap over here, as well as a volume imbalance, as well as the propulsion block here. This is the propulsion block. Market has traded this fair value gap by this highest up close body close candle. This candle has traded the mean threshold of that fair value, that order block, which is made this candle as a propulsion block. So market came back again to trade this propulsion block as well as this volume balance or the new day opening gap. I want to see it will hold the market and send it lower for this sell side liquidity. If it can go through that, maybe this all-time high will be the next target. I'm not interested to see that market will go for this all-time high again before taking that sell side liquidity. Even I am not interested to see the all-time high again for Nasdaq before a long fall. So until this bearish fair value gap, bullish fair value gap over here, I want to see that this market will keep falling. I would love to see that. It doesn't mean that it will do that. It can simply keep going higher for that all-time high. We will change our mind after seeing the price action. Today, from this daily chart, all I care about this volume balance area. Can it hold the market, send it lower for this sell side liquidity? It doesn't mean that it is going to take that sell side liquidity by today. I want to see some kind of run toward that sell side liquidity. This is the hourly chart, and from the hourly chart, you can see this high and that high. They were a shallow run. Yesterday, this was our buy side liquidity. I told that I want to see this high, this buy side liquidity will be taken by yesterday. So market made a shallow run over here, which was clean liquidity. If you are with me around the PM session, I told that I showed you how to look for the bias. How can you look for your bias in that specific session or PM session, yesterday's PM session? That was our clean liquidity. So far, market fall. This is that hourly bullish fair value gap over here. Can see here there is hourly bullish fair value gap. Market tapped over here one time, come here, made that obvious liquidity much more stronger, fall, took that liquidity, respected this hourly fair value gap perfectly, no body closed below this hourly fair value gap, boom, market went higher, cleared all of this liquidity. There is no more liquidity is left, and this is that fair value gap from the hourly chart. It would be the best if it could tap to this hourly bearish gap over here, this candle low, that candle high. Here is one thing, this gap is actually from this volume balance. So if you mark this hourly gap, last gap, you have to mark it from this volume balance to until this area, sorry, not that area, this area, from here to here, and extend it to your right. It tapped to this hourly last fair value gap. I don't prefer to mark it from there. I would love to mark it from there. So in my opinion, it didn't trade it yet, but here is that volume balance from the daily chart. Right now, market is trading this fair value gap to this hourly gap. I want to see it will go through this area and it will come to this fair value gap. So today, I would love to see it will come here to this fair value gap, which is made by what to say? I mean CPI. By CPI, it has made this fair value gap. So I would love to see that it will fall for this fair value gap today. My intention to see it will fall for this fair value gap for today. If you ask me about the liquidity right now, I don't have any liquidity from the hourly chart, not even no buy side liquidity, no sell side liquidity. Here I have some buy side liquidity around that area, which is an obvious liquidity around this area. This high has been taken over here. So I would love to mark that buy side liquidity around this area, which is gonna be the buy side liquidity. I'm just going to mark from there, but you remember this high and that high, they're the shallow run, which is the clear buy side liquidity. Not interested to see that, it will go for that buy side liquidity if and only if it can close above the 50% of this bearish gap. I will change my bias. I'll start to think that market is going for that buy side liquidity from the hourly chart. If it can close above the hourly last fair value gap, constant crossment. Oh man, my leg. So here, this is my intention to see that can this volume balance or new day opening gap, which is from here, this new day opening gap can stop the price and send it lower for this bullish gap, at least until this bullish gap. I don't have any sell side liquidity. I have buy side liquidity here, but the problem is I have the last parallel gap around this area. Not going to mark this small gap as my last parallel gap from hourly chart. I'm not going to mark it as my last parallel gap. Would love to see this gap. So if it can go through this gap and respect this last parallel gap, then and only then I will mark this gap as my last parallel gap. Otherwise, I will keep looking for this last gap is gonna hold the price, which you can see from this volume balance. It has traded that area, will keep falling for this bullish gap. It is my intention to see right now. I can be wrong. I don't have any bias right now today. The reason is I don't have any sell side liquidity. I don't have any buy side liquidity. So I'm not going to hold any bias until market doesn't make any kind of liquidity. When market will make some kind of liquidity, I'll try to think about that liquidity is gonna be my bias. From 15-minute chart here, this is today's new day opening gap. Market closed there, market opened over here, and you can see here. This is that new day opening gap and this hourly bullish gap over here. This is that hourly bullish gap. Why I came to hourly chart and mark the hourly bullish gap? Because here in 15-minute chart it's not clean. I mean, no fair value gap, nothing important over here. So that is why I just marked the hourly gap. That was much more cleaner comparing with this price action. 15-minute price action, it was much more cleaner to understand. So as you can see, market here went through this volume balance from the daily chart, went through this volume balance, respect here one time, and then it has been respected the constant crossment perfectly. I'm happy to see that. Now need to see this gap and that gap, they are going to be blown. That means when market will close below this new day opening gap one more time, which is gonna close to below this last parabolic from 15-minute chart, which is around the same area, new day opening gap and the 15-minute last gap. When it will close below this area, I will start to think about this bullish parabolic from the hourly chart. Didn't mark it from 15-minute chart. If you want to mark the 15-minute bullish gap, it is also acceptable, you can go for that, but I would love to stay with the hourly chart because that is much more specific and like a very shortened. So it is from here to here. Instead of that, I would love to mark here this hourly bullish gap instead of the 15-minute gap. If this market would love to go higher, it will close above this constant crossment of that bearish gap from hourly chart, from hourly candle. In that type of situation, I'll start to think about the buy side liquidity here, which is this buy side liquidity. Until then, in my mind, I want to see this market will keep falling. This is that midnight open. This is 8:30 open. We had unemployment claims around 8:30. Market is in premium now because it is both above the midnight open and the 8:30 open. So what is the importance of this midnight open? I see this like market opened there, then this is the manipulation, this will be the expansion, this will be the reset. I want to see like this type of price action from the daily PO3. So this is going to be the daily PO3. If market would love to keep going higher, that is different matter. I will change my mind in that type of situation, but right now this is my interest. What is the importance of this 8:30 open? The 8:30 open, market opened there, went higher, maybe it will go little higher one more time, maybe until this area, which is the manipulation, then expansion in the morning session, reset. It doesn't need to come here by the morning session. If it come until this area or around this area, something like this, and then do this is the morning session expectation. Okay, so something like that, opened there, manipulation, expansion, reset around the lunch hour. Then PM session, it will do the same thing. It will go higher first, it will fall here, then reset by the area of the PM session. So something like it will open here somewhere. I mean, this is the lunch hour. This is the lunch hour. Then market will go higher again. Any kind of fair value gap or this new opening gap will make it as a resistance, fall again, then this. So this is my whole plan for today. If and only if market doesn't close above the constant crossment of this bearish last gap from hourly chart, I would like to think like this way. If it work like this way, I'll be very happy to maybe to frame some setup. Right now, I don't have any kind of buy side liquidity, any kind of sell side liquidity from 15-minute chart. As you can see here, there is no relatively equal lows, there is no relatively equal highs. So when there is no liquidity, I don't know what is going to be the bias. Until there is some kind of buy side liquidity, I am not convinced that it is going higher or it is going lower. So I have to wait for the liquidity. Yesterday we had the buy side liquidity around this area. We had the buy side liquidity. We had the buy side liquidity here. So it was very easy for us to frame the buy, think about the buy move. But today we don't have any liquidity. I have first sell side liquidity here, which is too far from the right now the price too far. And I have this buy side liquidity here, which is still too far. So over here right now price is around this area, which is 478, and this is 408, 400, sorry, not 400, 800. So near about 400 handle. It's not too near, okay? Like it's too far. 400 handle is too much. At the same time, we got an overnight expansion. This overnight expansion, you can see it expanded from here, which is near about 350 to until this area 570, so which is near about 200 handle. We got that move around overnight, around 1 a.m. New York local time. Market has started to that run. So this morning session can be chopped. First reason is we got very much expansion by yesterday CPI. It was very much expanded market yesterday. Today overnight has provided the run as well. No buy side liquidity, no sell side liquidity. So it can be choppy, it can be range bound, it can stay over here the whole day. Maybe seek and destroy mode, maybe consolidation, maybe low probable area. So this is the day where I don't have any bias. I don't know where the market will go. If it starts to go for that buy side liquidity, I have to wait, or I have to chase the price, which I really don't support. If it started to fall, then I have to wait, or I have to chase the price, and I don't know how far it will fall, as I don't have the liquidity. Market never goes for the imbalances. Market always go for the liquidity. Even if you think about previous day low, which is gonna be here, I guess. Hmm, Previous day low, yeah, this is gonna be the previous day low. It is still too far. Even the previous day low is too far. Previous day high has been taken, it's cool, but previous day low is too far. So I am not sure what is going to happen in this market. My opinion is it's gonna be consolidate or range bound. Okay, in a small range, maybe this last fair value gap and this new week opening gap or new day opening gap, market will be in range bound, something like that. It's a low probable area until market doesn't make next move or make some kind of liquidity. I will support to keep silently. I mean, sit silently without doing anything. This morning session is gonna be difficult, but I believe that the PM session is gonna be beautiful. The morning session is gonna make the liquidity, and the PM session is going to go for that liquidity. It's just my opinion. I am not 100% sure what is going to happen over here. I don't have any bias. Okay, so I don't know, is it bullish or is it bearish? Prematurely or according to our weekly analysis, I want to see it will keep falling. That I want to see, but it doesn't mean that it have to do that. But I want to see it will keep falling. It can keep going higher. If it do that, maybe I won't be able to trade in that market. But according to my weekly analysis, I want to see it will keep falling, at least for this bullish parabolic from the hourly chart, which was made by CPI run yesterday. There is some unfinished business as well from 1 minute chart. If you remember the 1 minute chart, there is the 1 minute last fair value gap here. This is that 1 minute last fair value gap. Not going to mark it. If I would love to more make it much more smaller, then I can mark the 50% or that 1 minute last gap. So this candle high, that candle low. So yeah, let me actually mark it. This is my real intention, to see that market will come here by today to this 1 minute last gap. Let me change the color. Yeah. So I would love to see that market will come here to this 1 minute last parallel gap by today's price action. If and only if it would love to go higher, obviously it has to go above and close above this constant crossman from the hourly chart. It can't be the fake breakout. What do I mean by that? Maybe it will come here, closed there, then the very next candle closed here again, and then started to fall again. Something like that. I'm not convinced with that. All I want to see that it will work like this. So if it wants to go higher, it will do like this. It will close to there, then trade there, and then take that buy side liquid. If it would do that, it is okay, but I don't want to see this is going to happen. I would love to see that it will respect this volume balance. Maximum it can reach until this last gap, which is week to week, which has been traded already over here, but would love to see if it can go little higher. Okay, no problem with that. Until it is above this new day opening gap, it can come back again to this low, take that high. This high will be taken, and then it will dramatically fall for this 1 minute last parabolic from yesterday, which is the unfinished business, until the 50% of that 1 minute fair value gap, 50%. So until that area, this is the best case of scenario. In that type of situation, maybe I will try to have able to trade this market. Otherwise, I will have no opportunity to trade this market. If you think that it's a better opportunity to go for buy or to go for sell, you can go for that. If it is high probability for you, please go for that. But for me, it's not a high probable day to trade until there is some kind of signature that is going to tell me that market is going higher or lower. From 1 minute chart, I would love to mark this high and that high as a relatively equal. This is from 1 minute chart. Okay, remember 1 minute chart doesn't have the ability to grab the market toward that liquidity. It doesn't have. So if market would love to keep going higher in that type of situation, this 1 minute buy side liquidity will be taken. So from 1 minute chart, I have that buy side liquidity. For the sell side liquidity, no, I don't have any sell side liquidity over there. I have some kind of sell side liquidity there, which is shallow run here. I'll see this later. Okay, right now Would love to stay over there. Going to do the paper trade because yesterday I got some problem with my funded futures. My loss was $240 overall out of $2,500, and I gave them the mail. They give me the reply that this trading view is third party, so they have nothing to do with this. Maybe there is some technical issues. I have to contact with this trading view. Now I think that it's like valueless to contact with this trading view, so I just gave up. Same thing happened with the Apex as well last time. I don't think so. It's a good idea to. Sometimes shit happens with all of this prop firm or something like that. Okay, so this is all for the pre-market analysis for today. If you have any question now, you can tell me. I will try to give my reply if I know what should say over there. So here. We'll wait until 9:30 to see what is going to happen. After 9:30, we'll take my decision. This box is the, here, let me show you. See this gap over here from the daily chart. This candle close open, this candle close, there is a gap. So this is that gap. This green box is that gap. So which is right now market is trading from the daily chart. This is that gap. I want to see from the daily chart this gap will hold the market and send it lower for this sell side liquidity. That is my expectation from the daily chart. So I'm observing this gap. Can it hold the market and send it lower for that sell side liquidity? Obviously not by today, but so far I will expect some kind of lower run here somewhere. Okay, maybe until this inverse gap around this area or something like lower move. I want to see kind of bearish candle by today, at least bear move, then it will go a little higher and close as a bull candle. There is nothing wrong, but I would love to see some kind of bear move, and I don't want to see that market will work with the upper of this gap. So this volume balance, I don't want to see market will work here. Instead of that, I would love to see market will work below this gap today. The whole day it will work below this gap. Hey Outlander, good morning. Boutique, good morning. Outlander, hello. Hey Jason, good morning. Gutes, hello. Hello Gutes. Al Mahamudi, Assalamu alaikum. I think we'll take yesterday's news sell side liquidity. It's too far, Gutes. Too far. Too far. But yeah, obviously it can do that, but it's too far. At least, I want to say at least until the 1 minute last gap, which is here. If it can work until this area, I'm happy with that. But the low of the news is too far. Obviously, it can do that, but it is too far actually. Good morning, Max. I will wait until 9:30 and then we'll see what is going to happen. Okay, over here, this is that last gap, which is market is now trading from 1 minute chart. This is that last gap. So if it can go through this last gap, this buy side liquidity can be taken. Not a clean buy side liquidity, but still there is a buy side liquidity. From 15 minute chart, this is the highest up close body close candle, which is the order block. Right now market is trading this order block. Can it stop the market and send it lower again? I don't have any sell side liquidity. It is respecting this entry gap from 15 minute chart. As you can see here, this is that entry gap. Market came until this entry gap. Now it is going higher again. So I want to see how this market is going to react with this specific area. So if it can go through this small consolidation zone, then maybe it will reach for this low of that hourly gap, at least until the low of this hourly gap. So when it will go through this consolidation zone, I'll change my mind and I'll start to think about that low of that area. But until then, I want to see that it will fall at least all of this zone consolidation zone here, small consolidation zone will hold the price and send it lower again. And also this volume balance from the daily chart, it will stop the market and send it lower again as well. So this is my whole expectation. This is the news over here, this low, this high, this is the news area. 8:30 unemployment claims, market came until this area, closed there, then come here, close there. So this is the zone of the news. Obviously it can fall for that low. Some of you see the news candle low as a liquidity, news candle high as a liquidity. I don't see like that way. Even I don't, if I see this type of wick around the news, I even don't care about that wick. So in my opinion, this low is not taken yet. So I am just going to ignore that candle. This candle is not appeared over there. This is a whole a gap. This whole wick is a gap. So nobody is able to trade this area. Market boom, boom. Nobody was able to trade in this week. So it's not in my chart. I think like that way. Just need to wait for 5 more minutes to find any opportunity to go for the trade. And yesterday's the first presented gap, it has provided 25 handle perfectly. It was good news. It's not the problem with my firm. Sometimes it happens with someone. Okay, it's not like every time it is happening. Sometimes it happens, brother. You have to accept that. It's not with my funded futures. It's not with top step. It's not with apex. It's for everyone. It sometimes shit happens. Okay, so you have to accept that. And if you are very very unlucky, like it never happened to me, this is the first time it happened to me with apex and the my funded futures in a row. Like maybe I was the unlucky person over here. Sometimes shit happens, man. In NQH that week doesn't meet. Okay, let me check. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it's a little different with the NQ chart. Let me check what happened actually in NQ chart as well. Let's be here in NQ chart today. This is the gap, this is the volume balance. Hourly chart. Hourly gap. Hourly gap. Not a clean price action to me yet, so would love to wait for some. I have no bias. I have no idea how to trade this market right now. I have to wait. If it provide me something, I will go for that. If it doesn't provide me, maybe it's not the day for trading. Something like that. Every day is not for trading. NQ chart and MNQ chart is slightly different, and remember this NQ chart is actually the real price action. MNQ chart and the US 500, US 100, SPX, they are the same. The micro chart and they are the same. They are not precise. They are not 100%, like accurate delivery. But this chart is 100% delivered the gentle market. So this is 930. So let's say what it does want to do. 830 open here. This that 830 open and the lower quadrant, very near to lower quadrant. Oh no, sorry. This is not open of the lower quadrant. This is the lower quadrant 25. This is the lower quadrant. This line is the daily bearish gap low. So this line, which is here, let me make it a little deeper. So that this is that daily bearish gap. So this is the bearish gap low. This is the bearish gap high from the daily chart. 50% of the opening, nothing to do. Okay, I just don't have anything to do here around this area. Even though my bias was bearish, I'm not able to do anything over here. If you find any entry opportunity, go for that. I didn't see anything yet. So far I can see that it didn't reach until the week 50% immediate rebalanced week. It is a good sign that market is bearish. I'm waiting for the first presented gap, if it can make some. Not going to push the button even if it come to this first presented gap, but we'll just observe it. Okay, look, my bias was bearish, but I'm not able to catch this run. So it will fall. I have to let this fall until it makes some kind of things that is going to tell me that I can go for the sell or something. Okay, right now it doesn't provide me anything that can tell me please go for the sell. We'll observe this first presented gap. Can it provide us 25 handle? Just observe it. Okay, so it tap to this first presented gap. Can it provide us 25 handle from there? We'll have to observe it. Not going to take it, but just going to observe it. Stop loss should be here, which has made the first presented gap. Not able to put it until this area because it's 29 handle. So what I will do, I'll put it randomly in around 20 handle. So maybe little above here. And we'll see that if it can provide me 25 handle. Something here. First, would love to see if it can reach until 20 handle. Then I'll make it until 20, 205 handle, 25 handle. This 20 handle, can it reach until this area? Would love to see that as well. This is the 50% of that opening gap. So far it is respecting. Wanna see another body close below this line. That will tell me that this will keep falling. If this body close below this candle, which is gonna be the order block, there will be an opportunity to look for the sell from this candle low. Until where? I don't know. That is the problem. Maybe until this midnight open, it is a logical level. Maybe until this midnight open, it can keep falling. As I don't have any sell side liquidity, okay. I don't want to see this gap will hold the price, send it higher. I don't want to see this. So far it has provided 20 handle. Now I would love to look for the 25 handle. Can it provide me 25 handle or not? This 25 handle. There you go. Your 25 handle from the first presented gap according to our rules of 25 handle. This order block is now an entry opportunity for me. If it come back again here, then that is an entry opportunity for me from this order block. Not going to take this one as well. I will wait until some certain setup, perfect setup. Then I'll go for the trade. When I'll feel confident, then I'll go for the trade. Until then, I'll keep looking for the opportunities. Not interested to take the sell right now, as just because I don't have any sells and liquidity. So just not going to take any kind of sell. As I told here, I'm going to remove this one, the first presented gap entries, which we have already got our 25 and stop loss should be above the order block high. This is here. Not going to take this one again. I will go for the trade if and only if I find something very cool or very specific. Then it would be a losing trade, by the way. Didn't work. If it make a bullish fair value gap over here, I'll take the buy from that bullish fair value gap. If it make a bullish fair value gap over there, no bullish fair value gap, no buy for me. Target will be this buy side liquidity. It will be my target. So here I have small bullish gap so far, which can work as a breakaway gap. There, here, this can work as a breakaway gap. If there is an entry gap, I'll try to take the buy from that entry gap depending on my stop loss. Here, this is I'm going to take, okay, something like this. Target will be this buy side liquidity. In the meantime, I'll try to take some kind of partial here. From 15-minute chart, all I see that market has taken all of this liquidity, trade that entry gap one more time. It is now going higher for that buy side liquidity or the last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. Any kind of fair value gap over here, I'll try to take the buy from that fair value gap. If it come here to this fair value gap, I'll go for this entry. If it doesn't come, I'm not going for this trade. Simple. Yeah. No fair value gap, no trade. No fair value gap, no trade. Not interested to take take entry from this breakaway gap because I need two fair value gap over here. I didn't get it. I'm not going to take this entry. Was there a fair value gap? No. Fair value gap, I would go for that buy for this buy side liquidity. Why? I don't have any kind of sell side liquidity. I had some kind of buy side liquidity. So I would love to take the buy from uh, for the buy side liquidity. For selling, I have to wait for some specific situation. Here, I'm not able to take the buy because market didn't make the entry gap. So I'm not interested to look for the buy. All I'm seeing, this is the Judas swing above the first presented gap. So can it provide me any kind of selling opportunity? Why you don't look for one side? Because I don't have buy side liquidity, I don't have sell side liquidity. I have to wait for something. If it doesn't provide me anything, I'm not going for the trade. Not going for sell, but will outline if it can close below this fair value gap, which is gonna be our trough fair value gap here. I would love to use this gap for my selling opportunity. Not going to take this one, okay? It's a possibility, it's a probability. So I'm not going for this one, but would love to see something like this here. Until I don't find something good, I'm not going to take the entry. Simple. Here, if it come back again to this gap, that is a selling opportunity. Not going to take this one. That buy was valid to me until this buy side liquidity. No fair value gap, nothing, didn't take that entry. So when market fall, I would love to go back to my previous analysis that market is falling for this gap here. Would love to use this trough fair value gap as my entry opportunity, but not going to take it because it's kind of, as I told, I would love to go for the inverse gap, breaker block, and also the 22 item model. Actually, I can go for it. It's the market structure shift over here, not a perfect, no, wait for the perfect setup. I'll wait for the perfect setup, not going for this trade. This is a probability. I mean, if I was like in 2024, I would go for this trade. This entry will be invalid if and only if it come to this new midnight open. If it come to this midnight open, it's gonna be invalidated. Why I didn't take that buy from this fair value gap? Because I needed a good, I mean, entry fair value gap, because the entry fair value gap is gonna be above the first presented gap. This breakaway gap is below the first presented gap 50%. See this breakaway gap. If this breakaway gap was above the first presented gap, I would go for the entry from this only gap. As it didn't do that, instead it has made this breakaway gap below the 50% of this first presented gap, not able to take that buy. So here that is the selling opportunity from this gap. If it provide entry opportunity, it's good. Not provided, didn't take any entry. So this entry is not valid anymore, as it come below the midnight open. So it came to the discount again. I'm not interested to take this sell anymore. My opportunity was here. If it could tap to this first presented gap, sorry, not first present, trap gap, I could go for that sell from there to until this area. As it came here, this entry is not valid anymore. As I told, it can be seek and destroy mode, it can be like consolidation. If it doesn't do that, then my intention to see it will come for this fair value gap. That is my whole intention. Right now, I'm not interested to trade until market doesn't provide me something. So what do I want to see? Maybe it will make a bearish gap here from the 15-minute chart. It will come back again to this 15-minute bearish gap. Then it will make another selling opportunity. Then I'll go for the trade. It will keep falling. I'll let him fall. Not interested. Today trend is my friend. After 9:30, so far the trend is bearish. So it's a bear trend so far. Some people think that it's high, low, higher, high breaker block. It's a general breaker block. I don't use this breaker block as my entry opportunity. So I don't go for this type of breaker block for my entry opportunity. I missed it. I'll wait for another opportunity. Let's see if it can make a sell side liquidity here, then keep going higher again, then come back again to this sell side liquidity. This is the opening gap low. After 9:30, the opening gap low. So it has perfectly closed the opening gap. There is no gap left. 100% closed the opening gap. We are in today's new opening gap. Oh, okay, sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I am in NQ chart. I forgot that. What is here? I'm sorry. I forgot about that, by the way. Yep, that is the today's new opening gap. Yeah, let's see if it can hold the price little bit and can send it higher again for this bearish gap. After making this bearish gap, can it send it higher a little bit and then fall for that for that sell side liquidity, which is market is going to make. Still, it's not a perfect sell side liquidity, but it's very near, like very near to that low. It would be better if it could fall little more, very near to the sell side liquidity before going higher. That would be the best case of scenario. So today's new day opening gap is holding the price. I'm sorry, I forgot to mark it. It was marked in the MNQ chart. Thank you, Jack. So far it is holding the price. Let's see if it can keep holding the price and send it. I mean, keep the market here, make some kind of setup, then can fall. Overall, my intention to see that market will come here around this area. Just an expectation. I'm not going to say that it is going to happen. Just an expectation. And the hourly gap. I forgot the hourly gap as well. Thank you. Yep. Thank you, brother. This is that hourly gap. This is the new day opening gap. Let's see if they can hold to the price and it little higher again. Going to remove this trap fair value gap because it didn't provide us the entry opportunity and it has already taken that liquidity already. So it's not valid anymore. I don't have any importance of this gap anymore. So not interested to keep that gap in my chart anymore. This gap also not important anymore because I was trying to use this one as a breakaway gap. So if there was an entry gap, that would tell me that this market is going higher for this buy side liquidity, and it didn't do that. This gap is valueless to me, so I'm not going to keep this gap as well. We'll leave this first presented gap only, and would love to see if it can respect any of this area. From 15 minutes at all, I'm seeing that if it can make a bearish gap over there and then respect that bearish gap, keep falling for new sell side liquidity which market has made over here. Can it do that? If any of you would love to go for the buy from anywhere here, maybe that is your buying opportunity, just whatever you want to do it. I didn't see any entry opportunity yet, so I'm not going for the trade. If you forgot to show some love with a like, now is your chance to make it right. Thank you, Tamim. Yeah, it's your time to make some love, man. Give us some likes, brother, please. Market went below this midnight open. This is the midnight open, so it was in deep discount now. Below the 8:30 open and below the midnight open. This is the 8:30 open. Here, this white line is the 8:30 open. This line is the midnight open. So market is in discount now. Here it was in premium here because market was above 8:30 open and midnight open. So it was in premium. Now it is in discount. Some of you can think this is a buying opportunity from this fair value gap. You want to take the buy, go for that. I'm not interested to take the buy from here. Instead of that, I will observe this gap, how market is going to react with this gap. Can it work with the upper portion of this gap? If it do that, maybe I will be able to look for any kind of buying opportunity later after getting the 22 white model. That means nobody can close below the 50% of this gap, this bullish gap. After seeing this, if market make a 22 white model, I'll try to catch that buy because this new day opening gap, this hourly gap, they are holding the price and this market will go little higher in deep, little premium. So I'll try to catch that run. If it close below here, it closed, I'm not interested to look for buy anymore. Even if it to go higher, I don't care about that. 22 white model, I don't care about that. Don't forget to push the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I'm going to remove this weak immediate rebalance weak 50%. Market never reach until the 50%, which is showing us some kind of weakness. Market is weak. So it is showing us some kind of weakness. I'm going to remove it. Just I will keep that in my mind that 50% is just below that daily bearish gap. This two line is the daily bearish gap. It's just little below of this daily bearish gap. Okay. Not interested to look for buy. If any of you are interested to go for the buy, please go for that. I'm not interested. I am not looking for a buy. Sell? Obviously no. Because it is now respecting new day opening gap, hourly gap. No sell is valid for me as well. I have already missed the opportunity to take the entry around this area. If I could take an entry here, which market never made for me until this midnight open, which is around with the new day opening gap as well, I could go for that on. There was no setup. Either way, the draft parallel gap also didn't provide any kind of entry opportunity. So I'm not able to take any kind of sell from there. No buy is valid for me. From here, I'll keep waiting. This can be seek and destroy mode today. Obviously, it can be a seek and destroy mode. All I'm watching is can market make a bearish gap, trade that bearish gap, then can fall for this sell side liquidity. This is all I'm trying to see. No buy side liquidity, no sell side liquidity. Yeah, I have some sell side liquidity. Still, it's not sell side liquidity, but like very near to each other, but not perfect sell side liquidity. Not convincing, okay? To be honest, not convincing. Yeah, last fair lookup from 15-minute chart is holding the price. I told you that last fair lookup is aligned with this new day opening gap in micro chart. Remember, the last fair lookup is aligned with this new day opening gap. No need to mark the last fair lookup as I have the new day opening gap. I don't need to mark the last fair lookup. It is holding the price. I saw it, but can't take the buy right now. I have to wait for something that is going to tell me that it's going higher. So still now it didn't tell me. After reaching here, it is just consolidating. For example, it come here, make a swing high, little fall, perfect market structure shift, perfect fair value gap, something like that. That could be a buying opportunity. But look here, market came here, now started to consolidate. Where I will go? Higher, lower. I don't know. So it is consolidating. It is trying to decide where it would love to go. If I don't get anything good, maybe I won't be able to push the button. As I told, I have no bias. I have nothing today. Like every day I keep saying market will go higher, market will keep falling, don't take sell, don't take buy. Today I have nothing to say. Whatever market will provide me, I will try to take that on. That's all. I have no specific bias. I would love to see this market will keep falling for this area. I want to see that. It doesn't mean it is going to happen, but I want to see that. I can't just simply confidently tell that remember market is coming here. At the end of the day, you will see market is here. I just can't take like talk like that way because I don't have any sell side liquidity. Sorian, are you from Germany, brother? Dankeschön. Not a good idea. I was thinking about a sell if I get the market structure shift here. Okay, I'm thinking about a sell, but it's not a good idea to take a sell over here. It's not going to take that sell actually. Even it doesn't provide the selling opportunity, by the way. I was looking for sell today, but it didn't provide me any entry opportunity until now. I didn't see any kind of entry opportunity yet. So it's still, I don't have any kind of selling opportunity. Though my expectation was market will come over here, it didn't provide me any opportunity yet. If you want to chase the price, you can chase it. I have no problem. It's up to you. You want to take the buy, go for it. You want to go for the sell, go for it. Market didn't provide me the opportunity. I'm not interested to trade until it doesn't provide me something very peculiar. All of these lows I'm marking to see that if it can come very near to that, then give me any kind of higher run so that I will have a sell side liquidity. Okay, that is why I'm marking them. It's not the sell side liquidity. What do I mean by that? I mean, this market will come very near to this sell side, this line. Okay, then it will go higher again. If it do that, then I will start to frame a sell setup from there or maybe here, anywhere. Okay, I mean, after making the sell side liquidity, it will go higher, do some kind of manipulation, then I'll start to look for that sell side liquidity. My bias is until this area, but still I'm not able to track any kind of sell. Now here, some of you can see that this is a fair value gap, this is your selling opportunity. I was also thinking like that way, but it's like not a good idea because market didn't take any kind of buy side liquidity. So for me, it's not a good selling opportunity. So maybe it will tap to this fair value gap here, this new fair value gap, then it will fall. I'm not interested to go for this sell just because I didn't see any kind of manipulation. It can work. If it works, I will miss it. I'm not going to take it. That's all. Congratulations, Indian fashion boutique. Not going to take any entry over here. We'll wait until something good. Until now, it's not good to me. Yeah, it has made this sell side liquidity little near to this liquidity. Difference is like 1836, 18 handle difference. It is still the sell side liquidity. Would love to see this market will go higher first. See this 15-minute gap over here. It will work with this gap first, then it will come for this sell side liquidity. If it happens, I'll try to take that sell. Until then, I'll keep waiting. to see if it can do that or not. Not interested to take entries. This is that bullish gap. Market did work with the upper portion of this bullish gap, not this one, okay, not that one. I'm watching this one, but actually the bullish gap is here, there. This candle low, this candle high. This is the bullish gap. Market worked with the upper portion of this bullish gap. If it can make a 22 YT model, that means this high will be shifted here, and there will be a fair value gap, that is a buying opportunity until this bearish gap or the first presented gap low, which is aligned with the bearish gap from the 15-minute chart. If it can simply give me the 22 IT model over there, I will try to catch that buy. If it do that, I'll try to catch that buy for until this area here. So something like this, okay. So here I got the market structure shift. All I need a gap here. If it make a gap, okay, it didn't make the gap yet. If it could make the gap here, I would go for that buy from there. It didn't make the gap, no trade yet. No trade yet. I'm waiting for some specific thing. It will provide me that, I'll go for that trade. If you find any opportunity, go for that trade. I have no problem with that. As I told, it's gonna be a very difficult session today. The reason I explained at the beginning of today's stream. So far I'm seeing the difficulties only. Just only the difficulties. Overall, I'm thinking that this market will keep falling until this gap. That is my overall thinking. Here I could take a buy if there was a fair value gap. So when I got this market structure shift, if there was a fair value gap, I would be in this trade. Maybe here I would be in this trade. Stop loss would be below this area, below that area. Target would be here. That could be a buying opportunity for me. As it didn't make the fair value gap, I'm not going to take this entry. No breaker block yet, no inverse gap yet, just nothing. All I am seeing that new day opening gap is holding the price. That's all I'm seeing. Okay, if it can make a fair value gap even here, I'll go for the buy. Even here, by that specific candle, if it can make a fair value gap, I'll try to take that buy. There is a fair value gap, I'll take that buy before coming to this first presented gap. If there is a fair value gap, something like this here. Before tapping to this fair value gap, if it tapped to this first presented gap, I'm not going to take this buy. So I had a buying opportunity here. Market didn't provide me the setup over there, so I didn't take it. This is the last opportunity. If it take me, I'll go for that. If it doesn't take me, I'm not going to take this entry as well. No fair value gap, no entry. No fair value gap, no entry. Even if it works, I don't care, because so far I can see it has tapped to this bearish gap. So this candle has tapped to this bearish gap. Didn't make any fair value gap, didn't take any entries. Even if it go higher, I'll let him go. Not going to take it. But if you want to go for the trade, please go for that. Okay, I am not going to take it because market didn't make the fair value gap. Fair value gap is something that is going to tell me I'm going toward your direction. It is in rush, that is why it makes the gap. If there is no rush, I'm not in the trade. Okay, So do you understand? Even if it works, I'm not going to take that entry just because there is no fair value gap. Nothing. Logicos market is trading this nude opening gap. After trading this nude opening gap, provided with the market structure shift, worked with the upper portion of this gap, everything was perfect over here. Just needed a fair value gap. Didn't find the fair value gap, didn't take that buy. Simple. This candle, for example, it didn't fully overlapped this candle. I would be in the market by that specific candle. Target would be here. Stop loss would be below the candle which has made the fair value gap. One tick below that candle. That would be my buy until this area. No fair value gap, no buy, nothing. Instead of that, my overall bias is bearish. So I'm seeing that this market has tapped to this bearish gap. So I will start to look for a selling opportunity. It would be the best if it could tap to this first presented gap. That would be the best. But still, I would love to start to look for any selling opportunity when market will be below this new day opening gap again until this sell side liquidity. From 1 minute chart, all I can see this relatively equal highs has been taken here. Market has traded this bearish gap from 15-minute chart. From 15-minute chart, look at this new day opening gap low, how it is holding the market. See, it is holding the market. So all I need some kind of run below this new day opening gap. So here will be a fair value gap. I'll try to look for a sell for this sell side liquidity. Why I'm looking for buy and sell today? I have already explained that. I don't have any buy side liquidity. I don't have any sell side liquidity. Whatever market will give me, I'll take that. By the way, any of you are in a trade right now? Any of you are in a trade right now? Okay, that's cool, Alex. You are with me then. Abu Munir is in sell. Okay, I'm using account now to short. Indian fashion you have. I'm using what you are using? Demo. Oh, okay, demo then bull. Yeah, please use the demo because you already got your profit. So don't try to take entries in your live account. It's my request, sister. I'm not in a trade. I didn't find any opportunity. I didn't take any entry. My buying opportunity was there. Market didn't provide me the bullish fair value gap. Didn't take that buy. Here sell is valid if I get any market structure shift and the fair value gap is here below the new day opening gap. I'll take that sell for this sell side liquidity. If there is no market structure shift but there is a fair value gap, it is a possibility, not going to take that possibility. Okay, not going to take it. All I need a market structure shift. This swing low is not valid as a market structure shift yet. It has to go a little higher to make it a swing low. It's not a swing low yet. Slade, you are awesome, man. I mean, there is no comparison with you, brother. I only used the first parallel gap and got stopped out. Now I'm used, just watch. How can you get stopped out by first presented gap? It has perfectly give us the 25 handle, more than 25 handle before giving stopped out. Tapped over there, provided us the run until this area. So which is very big in my opinion. So from there to there, let me check here. It has provided 34 handle, man. How can you get stopped out? So this is a bearish gap. It's a possibility, not high probability. It's a possibility if it can make a gap here. Okay, it didn't make the gap yet, so no problem. No problem. No problem. No selling yet. I did know you gave him marked up buy sell liquid and sell sell liquid on chart. Then what do you mean by Netkit? You are late, brother. Every day, if you are late and then ask me the question, I'm not able to give you the reply, brother. I'm sorry to say that. Yep, brother. I also interested to look for sell only, but not yet. I would love to wait for some specific setup or model before going for the short. Right now, observing this order block, can it hold the market and send it little higher for this first presented gap? So would love to see it can do that or not, but not able to take entries here. Just an observation. As I told, it can be consolidated, it can be second destroy mode, it can be very difficult to trade this morning session. It's better to wait until the PM session to find some good price action. So in the AM session, market will make the liquidity. In the PM session, market will take the liquidity. Keep that in your mind. The $77 something, but that is for the first time user, brother. Are you the first time user? It could be like something like that. I mean, you will get the 40% discount, and yeah, it will be like $77, something like that. But I don't think so that you will get that offer, because you have to pay through the Played account. And what is Played account? You will go their website and you will see the things. I mean, do your own research, brother. Right now, just observing this order block can hold the market and send it higher until this first presented gap or not. Just observing this one. Not going to take any entries yet. This morning session can be so much difficult to trade. I explained at the beginning of this stream. Please watch it. What is going to happen? I have already told you, and you are seeing that is happening. It's not a good price action. It is happening what I exactly told. Why it is going to happen, I told it perfectly clearly before it happens. Please watch the first part of today's live, then you will get an idea how to predict the direction, how to predict today's price action, or in a specific day's price action. Okay, so please watch it, then you will understand why I was thinking this is going to happen. Here, all we can do is forcing the market to give us an entry. I'm not interested to take an entry until there is something that is going to give me some perfect setup or perfect things to go for the trade. Guys, 218 people are watching, 98 likes. Can you please push the like button before I continue the stream? Please push the like button. Just push the like button. Nothing else, man. I don't want anything else from you except the like. No money, nothing. Everything is for free. What does it mean, Mahdi? My English is not that good. What does it mean, brother? That word you write it down in aggravation. What does it mean? I would hit like 10 times if I could hit. Just push one time, brother. Just push one time. If you push like 10 times, it's gonna be unlike. Either push one time, 9 time, 11 time, but no like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Don't do that. Make it 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, something like that. New president ceremony. Oh, okay. Okay. The side effects. Yeah, it can be. It can be, brother. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Outlander. He comes in office and takes over to do. Yeah, I guess so. Let's see. So let's see if it can respect that order block reach until this first presented gap before falling again. Trump's government. Okay. There you go, Slate. You are in a huge kingdom, man. 5 second, 15-second chart is the kingdom, trading kingdom in the consolidation zone. For me, in 1 minute chart, I'm not seeing anything. That's all. 2 minute chart is also consolidating. 5 minute chart, simple consolidation. Here, simple consolidation. 15-minute chart, so far it has a bearish gap. Took all of this liquidity, sell side liquidity has been taken over here. No buy side liquidity, nothing. Would love to keep falling. This I want to see that it will keep falling until this area. Hourly chart, indecisive candle. Don't know what is it going to do. 4-hour chart, so far it has came until this area and respecting this bullish gap. Perfect. Daily chart came to this daily bearish gap and that volume balance over here. I'm just going to remove this buy side liquidity because it's not the buy side liquidity anymore. So here this that volume balance, respect that volume balance as well as this bearish gap. Would love to see it will fall little bit. At least it will come until here, as my overall interest is market will keep falling for this sell side liquidity. So I want to see this market will fall little bit today. The best case of scenario, it's not going to make any kind of bullish gap over here. That is the best case of scenario. Would love to mark this fair value gap here to here. And let me change the color. Now tell me, I'm asking this question to those people who are with me from the beginning. Okay, from the beginning means from 9 a.m. New York local time. And listen to me carefully. Whoever listened to me carefully, tell me what do you see over here? Is it matching whatever we are expecting? Does it match perfectly with our expectation? The way I explained this can happen today morning session, does it matching with that? So I want to see if there is a fair value gap. I'll try to look for a buy here. If there is a fair value gap, try to take a buy from there. If no fair value gap, no buy. Okay, nothing. If there is a fair value gap, I'll try. Okay, no fair value gap, no buy. Why I was thinking about that buy? Because I saw that this order block has been respected by this down close candle. Is gonna be my propulsion block. I would use this propulsion block with a fair value gap to take the buy until this first presented gap. Market never tell you lie. It never tell you lie. So as it doesn't want to go over here without some kind of manipulation, it won't provide you the entry opportunity. It didn't provide me the entry opportunity. I'm not going to take the entry. Sell, obviously no sell is valid until there is a bearish market structure shift, and the fair value gap has to be created around this new opening gap low. So if this candle keep falling, closed there, make a bearish gap there, I'll try to take that sell for this sell side liquidity. Otherwise, I'm not going to believe this propulsion block to take my buy, because my thinking is it will go for that sell side liquidity, as I have the sell side liquidity, no buy side liquidity. So I'll try to catch the sell instead of buying. I would go for the buy because I had this market structure shift there. If there was a fair value gap, I could go for that buy. As I don't have that, now my intention to see, can this candle keep falling, make a bearish gap over here around this area. If it can make a bearish gap over here, I'll try to take the sell for this sell side liquidity. So forgot the market structure shift, but need the fair value gap over here around the new opening gap low. If it is above the new opening gap low, the bearish gap, not going to take the sell as well. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Last lesson. Good evening, good morning, Hassan. Lesson. No, that's a consolidation. Bet to trade. Thank you, brother. If there is a fair value gap around this new opening gap low, I'll go for sell for this sell side liquidity. But the fair value gap has to be around this new opening gap low here. I got the market structure shift, not a perfect market structure shift, but still I had this market structure shift. Market has traded this bearish gap. All I need a bearish gap around this area. Obviously, depending on that stop loss, I'll go for that. So here that fair value gap has to be there. For example, from there, stop loss is going to be here. As I don't able to do that until this area, so I'll go for 20 handle. No fair value gap. See, there is no fair value gap. No fair value gap, no trade. It will keep falling, I'll let him fall. No, I have no problem with that. I'll let him fall. If there was a fair value gap, I would go for this trade for this sell side liquidity. Partial would be this area, this rejection block, that would be the partial, and I would go for this sell side liquidity. Now, if it keep falling, I have nothing to do. Opportunity was there. I have to let this go. NQ could chop my opinions for lunch. But sister, I told that already, okay? At the beginning, I have already told that. What is the most probable thing is market is gonna be chopped the whole morning session, going to make the liquidity for the PM session, going to take that liquidity in the PM session. That is the best case of scenario for today's trading. I clearly told that at the beginning of this stream. But overall, my idea is this market will come here, here, it will come here. This is my overall idea. If and only if market close above this 50% of that hourly last gap, then I will start to think about the buy side liquidity there. Until then, I will keep thinking, my overall thinking is this market will fall for this area. But how it is going to fall? By chop. It will make all of this chop around the morning session, then around the PM session, it will provide me the run. Now here, if it could make a fair value gap, keep that in your mind. If there was a fair value gap, I would be in this market here. I would take that entry for this propulsion block, sorry, rejection block, first partial, this sell side liquidity target. No fair value gap, no trade. Here, no fair value gap, no fair value gap, nothing. It's not going to take this entry. Chopping, let him chop. You want to force the market, go for that. I have no problem. By the way, how much? 127 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. At least make it 150 now. 202 people are watching. 150 likes is okay. Go for that. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you are new. We are here to learn the price action, not for the copy trade. So if your mentality is not copy trading, then you are welcome to our channel. But if your mentality is copy trading, I don't think so I'm gonna help you. I will be able to help you. Learning, come here. How to predict this consolidation, how to predict some bias, moved run, everything we are explaining over here for free. So don't miss the opportunity to learn this good thing from the market. Just my bad luck. I will say if it come here and take that sell side liquid, I will say that this is my bad luck because market didn't give me the entry opportunity over there. Especially today, I am here to tell you if I keep waiting for the setup, how is going to be the streaming almost every day, which I'm not able to do because people are willing to see execution only, execution only, execution only, which I'm not able to do. Actually, not every day. Some days are difficult to trade. For example, you are seeing right now, whatever it is happening. Just keep, I mean, I know what you are meaning, okay? Mahdi, you are actually forcing me to smoke another cigarette. You are a bad guy. You are a very bad guy. Any fair value cap over here, I'll go for that sell. Any kind of fair value cap over here, I'll go for that sell. If and only if my stop loss is going to support me actually. Yeah, it is going to support me. Any kind of fair value cap over here, I'll go for that sell. No fair value cap, no trade. This fair value cap is not enough for me now. I need another fair value cap around this area. This fair value cap was not enough for me to take the sell, to be honest. As you can see, here is a fair value gap. It wasn't enough for me to take the sell from there. Okay, so I'm not going to take this sell from this fair value gap. I was looking for a fair value gap over here. It can work actually. So for example, here it can work, but not going to take this entry. So I'll sacrifice this trade. The reason was here was important to take the sell. I had some kind of opportunity to take the sell from there. As after that run, it has provided the fair value gap over here, very small fair value gap, by the way. It can work. Okay, to be honest, it can work, but I'm not going to take this entry. I'll just sacrifice this entry because it's not convincing to me. It's a possibility, just not going to take this on. That's all. Not going to believe it on. I'm not going. No, no, but it's a possibility from this fair value gap. First partial could be here, target is there. Not going to take it. Just wanted to see another fair value gap over here. If it could make another one, I would be in this trade. Just not going to believe this small fair value gap over here. So I'll sacrifice this trade. That could be the first partial here until this area, which is 30 handle. Target is over there. Not going to take this one just because market didn't make the expectation, didn't fill over here. Just because of that, I didn't take this one. It's just a possibility. Not interested to go for the trade through the possibility. Would love to take the entry with the more confident setup. Guys, I'm not taking this entry. That doesn't mean you are not going to take the entry. I'm not feeling confident. I didn't push the button. You feel confident, you go for the trade. I have no problem with that. I didn't feel confident. I didn't take the entry. That's all. And please don't blame me later. I didn't take that sell because you are not looking for that sell. I didn't feel confident. I didn't take it. Simple. I needed the gap over here around this area. That was most obvious thing for taking a sell. Even if it worked, I would sacrifice that one. I did the better decision. I didn't take it. I would take it. I could get stopped out. I'm happy with that. No, didn't work. This was a possibility for me after taking this liquidity, all of this liquidity taken. That was the perfect market structure shift. Would love to take the entry from here until this area. Partial would be to this last gap. Trying to catch that sell, sorry, that buy. Didn't work. My stop loss was below this. It should be below that area, but I just put it over here. Try to catch that buy from there. It was a possibility. Didn't work. We'll wait for this one losses. No, I don't need 5 minute anything. For 5 minute, there is no importance for the 5 minute chart. Until all of this area, this was the first opportunity for me to take the buy. Stop loss should be here, which is not possible for me, which is near about 50 handle. So it was an logical level to put the stop loss. Didn't work. Didn't able to take that entry. I'm sorry, got a loss over here. It was a perfect market structure sheet. Everything was perfect. So first opportunity didn't work. We'll try one more time to see if it can provide anything. I will believe this setup again. I mean, if this low is not taken by the run, this low is not taken, and this market will close above this fair value gap one more time. Whenever it will close, I'll take rebuy over here. If it take that low over here, then obviously this buy is not valid anymore. Before taking this low, if it can close above that fair value gap, wherever it will close, I'll take rebuy over there. Same target, first presented gap low. This will be the partial. Same logic, because I couldn't place my stop loss below that low, which is actually liquidity taken. So I'm all seeing that this market fall a little more. It's okay, acceptable. Just need to see that if it can go higher. And I'll change my mind. I'll take the sell if and only if there is a displacement, fall and close below this low, or market go below this low, there is a fair value gap. If it happens, then maybe I'll take the sell. Otherwise, I'm gonna take rebuy when market will close above this fair value gap one more time. I don't need 5 minute anything. I don't need anything else. All I need to see, can market close above this gap one more time to take rebuy over here, or if market fall, go below this low, make a fair value gap bearish gap over there, which is a selling opportunity. So this low should be taken for taking the sell with a fair value gap over here. Until then, this buy is valid to me. I'll go for the rebuy over here by using the same setup, same stop loss, everything will be same. This area will be my target. This setup is valid until this low is not taken. Hey Apex, I was waiting for whole time and finally I got a setup over here from this parallel gap. It is a valid setup, yet it is a valid setup. And if from here to stop loss there, it's still a valid setup until this low is not taken. If this low is taken, this sell side liquidity is gonna be taken. I mean, this is gonna be valid sell over here. If it doesn't take that low, this whole setup is still valid. If it takes this low with speed, with the fair value gap over here, that is a selling opportunity. Come back again above this fair value gap, that is a buy setup, which is valid buy until this area. It doesn't need, or there is nothing called like taking the entry 100%. According to the system or rules, we can go for the trade. I mean, the way market has provided this setup over here around this area. That was perfect to me because this low has been taken, failed to take the extreme low, give me the market structure shift with a fair value gap, immediate reaction. I was I was good enough to go for that buy. I know that why I got stopped out because my stop loss should be below that low which has taken the liquidity. It was overzealous, came until this area. Okay, perfect. It will close above this fair value gap again. I'll take that buy again. Doesn't close. If I don't want to take the sell, it different matter. I don't need to take the sell, but buy is valid. Okay, so this low is taken here. This low is taken. Any kind of fair value gap over here, that is a perfect selling opportunity until this sell side liquidity. So I'll go for this sell. Even if it can make a fair value gap over here, I'll go for that sell. No fair value gap, no sell. And this buy is not valid anymore. I know that you will start to talk about me, so I'm not pushing the button because I have already broke my mind. Something like this here. Not going to take it, but it is another sell or sorry buy up for me with so much confidence, like that. This candle, I'm in the market. Not going to take it. This is going to be 33 handle. So my previous sell, sorry, buy was like 25 handle loss. Until this area, it's 33 handle, which is going to mitigate all of my losses. If it reach until this area, not going to take it, okay? And because if I push the button, then if it doesn't work, you will start to say, should I take here? Why is that? Because this time, whatever I saw here, market has taken the liquidity. I'm seeing the same thing over here. Market has taken the same sell side liquidity. Again, provide me the market structure shift. Entry gap, breakaway gap. Took my entry from this entry gap. Would love to look for the first partial here. I mean, randomly this rejection block. Target is over there. No need to why I didn't push the button just because it is below this new day opening gap. That is why I just didn't push the button. If I were alone, I was trading by myself. Yeah, I would go for this trade. But as I'm live and it is not a high probability when market is below this new day opening gap, not going to push the button in live. Okay. If I were alone, I would go for this trade with so much confidence that it is going to work. I mean, live, if it doesn't work, you will start to say, why you push the button? You should not go for this trade. Why you are trading inside this consolidation? No, brother, it's all about the setup. Here, that was the perfect setup to me. After taking that liquidity, market structure sheet, fair value gap. Trade that fair value gap should keep going higher. Didn't work over here. Norris did the same thing again. Market has taken the liquidity, respect that 50% of that week, give me another market structure shift, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. Pushed my button from this entry gap, first partial, target would be this first presented gap or maybe until this low. Even if I come until here, which is 42 handle, until this area, that is my interest to see if it can reach over here. This down close body close candle should work as an order block at this high. That should work, sorry, the open. That should work as an order block. So let me mark that one. I didn't push this button just because I'm in live and here you will start to talk about my entries. I don't like it. So I didn't push it, but I'm showing you. As I told, when this candle was appeared, I clearly told them I would go for this trade if I were alone. As I'm in live and you guys will start to talk about me, I don't like that shit. So I'm not going to push this button. My loss is 25 handle. I'm okay with that. I know that I how to mitigate that loss. It is a logical trade. It was a logical trade. It is a logical trade. 25 handle, right? I had a loss of 25 handle. Where is it? There is 25 handle. Wanna say fair value gap will be unfilled here. So it will make a fair value gap over here that will be unfilled. There. Wanna see this will be unfilled. This is my 25 handle loss I took here. That 25 handle loss. My loss has been mitigated. Okay, even if I don't care about that, my loss has been mitigated. That is the first partial for 33 handle. That is my target, or maybe this fair value gap. Any of them you can target over here. 42 handle, or maybe until this area, which is gonna be the 60 handle. It is the extreme line actually, but yeah, whatever it is. I were alone, I would go for this trade. It would be my first partial. Now my stop loss is at the break even. First partial, then I will trail my stop loss depending on that price action. Logic same, market structure shift, fair value gap. Overzealous got stopped out, no worries. Got me another provide entry opportunity. First partial, target. I didn't push this button because I'm in live, and if it doesn't work, you will start to judge me the way you judged here. So I don't like that. I'm showing you how to wait. Okay, after waiting, then winning is simple, very simple, brother. That is the partial. Okay, 33 handle partial is done. Stop loss maybe above here somewhere, wherever you want to do. Your loss has been mitigated. 25 handle loss has been mitigated already with lot of profit. Now target, this is the maximum target, but it can respect that low as well, which is 42 handle, which can be respected. I don't know it will respect from there or not, but I want to hold it until this first presented gap low, at least until this area. I'd love to hold it until this area by trailing stop loss tapped to this fair value gap. If it can go through this, it will come over here. This is my trade. I just didn't push my button because after pushing the button, you guys just start to do all of these things. I don't like it. I'm seeing everything over here, brother. I'm not blind. Okay, I'm seeing everything, and I told you I didn't do anything over here. When I pushed my button over here, obviously I saw something. Yeah, it didn't work over here. Doesn't matter. It will work over here. All I don't know, it will reach until this first presented gap of that area or not. I don't know. Yeah, it can be respected. So I'll trail my stop loss. Depending on that price action, I'll keep trailing my stop loss. So even if it started to respect, I'll get stopped out prematurely maybe. Or if it reach until this area, I'll get that 61 handle profit. But here until this area, it is not a small 42 handle. 25 handle loss. I agree with that. 25 handle, 27 handle profit already. I got 27 handle profit already. Trailing stop loss until this first presented gap. Setup made the perfect thing. Setup. Yeah, it wasn't setup as well. Didn't work. Sometimes shit happens. I know that. Perfect setup didn't work. Did it work? 100% it worked. 20 handle stop loss. So that is all, brother. I mean, I'm not over trading. I'm just trying to catch the run with everything I was waiting for. After everything, that was the first time it has provided me the entry opportunity. This is the second time it has provided me the entry opportunity. First partial until this target. See this first partial area? That would be my stop loss now. Just here, that will be my stop loss right now. After taking the partial here, that is my stop loss. If I want to hold it until this 61 handle, that will be my stop loss. Going to believe this down close body close candle will hold the market, send it until this first presented gap. It will close above this first, this down close body close candle. My stop loss will be one tick below this fair value gap. just one tick below that fair value gap. After closing that candle, wherever it will close, I don't care. One tick below that fair value gap. I would love to believe that this middle order block will hold the market, send it here until I'm expecting that market will go. That is my maximum line. Now it will go through this, it different matter. That is boom. So please don't judge me. 25 handle, 61 handle. Is it convincing? Hmm. I don't need 5 minute chart, brother. I need 5 minute chart if I would love to use 4 hour chart and 5 minute execution. Yeah, then I need the 5 minute chart. Obviously, I need the 5 minute chart. But what I'm showing you here is don't give me the idea. I know what I'm doing. Now it will go through this. I don't know that, brother. I don't know that. Until this area, I was expecting that market will reach. It reached over here. I'm happy with that. Now it will come here. I don't care. My intention to see that until this area, I'm happy with that. Did I get my profit? Am I in losing trade? No. I tried 2 times. 2 loss is maximum for me. I tried one time here. I tried one time here. Done. All of this consolidation has been taken by this low. When this low appeared on the chart, it has taken that liquidity. Then gave me the market structure shift. Perfect market structure shift. Okay, I'm very happy to take the entry from this fair value gap. It didn't work. Okay, it was valid until this low is not taken. When this low is taken, this fair value gap is not valid anymore. Another market structure shift. Perfect market structure shift. There is nothing called perfect than this market structure shift. What a nice market structure shift. Entry gap, breakaway gap. Nobody even touched the 50% of that breakaway gap. Took the entry there, partial here, trade closed there. Boom. Anybody has any question now, please? Anybody has anything, any advice to give me now? If you have, then please give me now. The way you give me that before, like that things. Do you think that every single entry I will take is gonna be the winning trade? If it would happen, then I would never be here, right? I would be the billionaire already because my every trade is gonna be the profitable trade. Sometimes shit happens, man. But I'm showing you how to wait and how to execute the trade. If it didn't work, that means I have lost all the opportunity to trade today. Did I push my button illogically? No, there are this logic, both of them are the same logic. It was little overzealous, took that liquidity one more time. Perfect. I was looking for a sell here. If it could make a bearish gap, I would go for that sell. I was not able to go for the sell because market didn't make the bearish gap. Instead of this, my whole intention was right. That trend line liquidity, this whole first presented gap area, everything was in perfect aligned. Made another setup, go for that trade. Give me the advice now. Hey, X Platinum, what is that you have written over there? Hey, Jeep Zion, Middle East. No, I always learn. Okay. Brother, selling is valid as well, right? But look what happened over here around this L. Keep looking over there. This 15-minute bearish gap is respected here. Then market closed there. What should it do? Keep falling. It is not falling. It is consolidating. Consolidating. What does it mean? I don't want to fall. It was consolidating over here from 15-minute chart. When it was consolidating and making that liquidity, whole liquidity, every single time it was going higher, did it take the high? No. This high didn't take by that high. This high didn't take by that high. So it is not taking the highs. Instead of it is taking the lows. This low has taken over here. This low has taken over here. What does it mean? That means you should keep looking for buy. Now, how do I know that I'm not looking for sell? When it is falling, did it make any setup? Like it maybe this high. Okay, this high has taken over here by that high. Okay, you were seeing this is the liquidity taken. The same way I saw this low has taken that low, then gave me the market structure sheet, fair value gap. So this is a buying opportunity. Same way you are thinking this high has taken over here. Did it give you the market structure shift? No, it didn't give you the market structure shift. Instead of that, it respect little bit, fall little bit, take again the liquidity, then give you the bullish setup. See this bullish setup? It is providing you the bullish setup, not even a single bearish setup. Not even a single bearish setup. So what does it mean? I should keep looking for buy to all of this consolidation area until this first presented gap. It will go higher. It will take all of this area. I don't care about that. Until this area, it should keep going higher. So I was looking for buying opportunity, not selling. I saw that this week 50% is respecting here. Gave me another market structure shift, another setup. But for selling, do you see any sell? Here, you saw that market structure shift. Okay, I agree with you. Is there any fair value gap? No. You saw this is the market structure shift. Perfect. Is there any market fair value gap? No. Another market structure shift, maybe this one. Is there any fair value gap? No. So why I will look for sell? I should keep looking for buy. I have the liquidity here. All of this consolidation zone high is over there. Take all of the low, failed to take the extreme low. This low, if it is shifted, if this low is shifted, this market is falling, keep falling. It didn't shift that low, extreme low, to that consolidation zone. It didn't shift. Respected the 50%. It's a buying opportunity. Do you get it, brother? If you still have the confusion, let me know, okay? You tell us what do you see now are heading to high of the day or going back down? When you will be bearish and until when you will stay bullish. If I see this market close above this fair value gap constant endorsement here from hourly chart, I will be bullish then. Until then, I will be bearish. For the longer term, I'll be bearish. For the PM session, it has made the sell side liquidity for the PM session. Let me show you. This low has taken over here by a shallow run. Let me remove this one. This low has been taken here by a shallow run. This is a support zone now. I have the sell side liquidity over here now. So I would love to see this sell side liquidity will be taken by the PM session. Now, before falling, if you ask me, the sell setup will be valid if this fair value gap keep holding the market. Yeah, it can go little higher until this order block. It is possible, but until this is holding the price, my bearishness will be in the market. All of this area, I'll keep looking for the bearishness. Now I have the sell side liquidity as well. If it go higher, closed above this area, it's a bullish setup until the 50% of that hourly gap. So if it go higher, like the way it is going, if it keep going higher like that way, then I will wait for a little retracement, breaker block until that breaker block maybe, little retracement, then keep looking for this 50%, at least until this 50%. Otherwise, until this whole area is holding the market, I don't want to see this high will be taken. Wick can did the damage. That means wick can go little higher to take all of this liquidity, but body has to close around this level, around all of this level. Body has to close. In other word, the body should respect this yellow box, which is the daily volume balance. That should be respected from this chart. It should be respected over here. If you go to the hourly chart, in the hourly chart, all you can see here, this hourly bullish fair value gap, it is still holding the price. Okay, if it is still holding the price, and if I'm thinking that this market will keep going higher, I need some kind of bull run over here with some kind of bullish fair value gap. From hourly chart, if it make a bullish fair value gap over here, trade the 50% of that bullish gap. I'll start to switch my chart, switch my bias until the bearish until the 50% of that bearish hourly gap. If it can make a bullish gap here and respect that 50%. Why I'm using this hourly chart? Because this hourly gap is holding the price. So I need the hourly things here as well. From 15-minute chart, if I would love to look for and buy, I need some kind of bull run, which is going to close all of this area. So this is going to be violated by the 15-minute candle with speed. That type of speed will tell me that market is coming for this 50% after some kind of retracement. It will come here somewhere closed around this area, come back again, either this breaker block or maybe this daily bearish gap top, any of this area it will come, or maybe there will be some kind of entry gap or the last gap from 15-minute chart. This, it's gonna be happen like that way. If it doesn't do that, instead of that, if it respect this whole area, which I would love to see, that it will respect the market and it will start to fall again. I want to see this. It will respect it from here. So all the lunch hour will tell you how it is going to react, because now I have the sell side liquidity, which is a good thing. Until now, I didn't have the sell side liquidity. Now I have the sell side liquidity. I'm better to look for sell. But if it changed its mind, would love to go higher, it will clearly tell you that no, brother, I'm not going to fall. I'm going higher. All I need hourly bullish gap, so that I can use that bullish gap to take the buy. Do you get it, Jack? I really would love to see that this market will keep falling. Don't want to see it will keep going higher, because now I have the sell side liquidity. Jack, do you get do you understand what did I say? This is an inverse gap. I want to see that this gap will hold the market and send it lower again. So I don't want to see any body close above the 50% of that gap. No body should close above the 50% of that gap. One body closed, it's okay, fake breakout. Another body should close below this 50% and it should keep falling until this unfilled gap here, until that area. That is my expectation to see. For example, if I want to take this entry, I'll try to take the entry from here. Stop loss is going to cover this last gap here, that last gap. Would love to hold my trade here. I'm not going to take this entry, but that is my expectation that it will work like this way. Fake breakout is acceptable. There is nothing wrong with the fake breakout. Here, I will try to take some partial around this area. I mean, depending on that target, I mean, maybe around this 20 handle randomly, because I don't have any kind of things over here where I can take the partial, no relatively equal lows, no rejection block, nothing. So randomly, I'll try to take a partial around 20 handle. I'll hold my trade until this unfilled gap top, to the top of this unfilled gap. In other word, this is the last parallel gap. Inverse gap, take my entry there, stop loss is over here until this area. Now it will keep falling through this unfilled gap. That is different matter. I don't know. Maybe it will keep falling through this gap. I have no problem with that as well. But until this unfilled parallel gap top, I would love to hold my trade until this area, which is gonna be 43 handle. After taking the partial, we'll try to put my stop loss to the break even. So even if I get a stopped out, at least I got the partial, right? That is my logic. Here I want to see if this gap will be unfilled. Whatever gap it will make, it will be unfilled. Why is that? Because I need to see some kind of run, lower run. So if it can make a gap here, it should trade that gap, but should leave that gap open. Some portion of this gap should open here. I don't like to see not even a single body close above that 50% of that inverse gap. One candle close, it is also acceptable, because next body it can make the that some kind of fake breakout. Some portion of this gap should open. That is my expectation. If it doesn't, okay, I'll get a stopped out to the break even after taking the partial. Can you please push the like button? Just 4 more likes. It will be 150 likes, brother. Why is that thing? Because here is a bullish gap from 50-minute chart as well. So this bullish gap can stop the price, send it higher again. So I don't want to take that risk. That is why after taking the partial, I'll put my stop loss to the break even. If it stop me out to the break even, I'm happy with that. If it doesn't want to do that, all I need an unfilled gap. That unfilled gap will help me to trail my stop loss. It didn't make this unfilled gap by the next candle, so still I'm looking for the unfilled gap. It is not valid because the next candle has closed that gap 100%. So still I'm looking for the unfilled gap. I didn't get the gap I'm looking for. Unfilled gap, I didn't find it yet. Stop loss to the break even, still didn't get stopped out for this trade. Got my partial. Stop loss to the break even, still I didn't get the stopped out. Until there is an unfilled gap, I am not going to move my stop loss. There you go. Another boom. Sell side liquidity here. Market expectation, it will fall there. New opening gap can hold the market, keep going higher. If I find, just remember, if there is a fair value gap and the third candle doesn't fill that fair value gap, you will see the expansion. Just keep that in your mind. If it can make a fair value gap by that specific candle and the very next candle doesn't close that fair value gap 100%, you will see the expansion. How speed will be there? How much speed will be there? For example, it has made this fair value gap over here, okay? I don't know it will make it or not. If it can make this by that specific candle, if it doesn't close this 100% by that candle, you will see the speed. If it doesn't close by that specific candle, you will see the speed over here. Yeah, if this candle fully closed this fair value gap by that specific candle, I will keep waiting for that unfilled gap. Still, I didn't find the unfilled gap. If this can close this fair value gap 100%. If this candle failed to close it, the next candle close it, then I will start to look for the bearish breaker block to give me the run toward that sell side liquidity. Hey Sergio, how are you, brother? It's been a long. I don't see your name, man. Hey Jerry, thanks for that boom. John, Jason, Indian, Stoic. Thank you so much for writing that boom. This candle failed to close this unfilled fair value gap. So I have now the unfilled gap. I need speed now toward the sell side liquidity. It will provide me the speed, like this type of candle, big candle, boom, 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 something like that. Why is that? Thanks, Hadi. I also got an stopped out, and you saw that how people start to give me the advice. If it fill this fair value gap 100%, I will start to look for an breaker block here around this area that will send the market lower again. This is just a reaction from this new day opening gap. It has filled that fair value gap 100%. I would love to look for some kind of breaker block now. Low, high, lower, low. Some kind of, sorry, no, not low, high, lower, low. High, low, higher, high. That type of things. If it can provide me that, I will start to look for another selling opportunity from that breaker block. I took both of them. Never ever copy my trade, please. I mean, I know that you took your decision by yourself. I just told, never ever copy my trade, please. In one session, I'm happy with that one loss, one win. I'm happy with that. I don't need to take this inverse gap entry. Did not copy your trade, bro. Just follow the rules. Yeah, that's my point, brother. Just follow the rules. If you follow the rules, sometimes shit happens, man. I have nothing to do. I can't assure that every single trade is gonna be winning trade. Sometimes shit happens. We didn't do anything over here. Nobody appreciate that. We didn't do anything over here. This is the first time market has provided me the entry opportunity. So I go for that. Second time it provided me again. I'll go for that. There should not be any problem. By the way, did I get the 150 likes? Yeah, thank you so much guys for pushing the like button. 154 likes. Happy with that. I'll close my session around 11:30 and I can come back around the PM session suddenly. I can come back, okay? This high has been taken over here. It's not clean highs. I'm looking for sell from my higher time frame. I was looking for sell from this area. So when it has taken that liquidity from that inverse gap, it is also a high probability. But here the problem is I have to take a partial. It is the most difficult scenario over here. Where should be my partial? So randomly I will take the partial around 20 handle, something like that. Randomly, I have to take the partial randomly and would love to put the area here. Oh, by the way, thank you Gupta for showing me this. here. This is a shallow run. I didn't notice that. Buy side liquid, the new buy side liquid, right? Let me remove this one. I just let me remove. This was an unfilled gap. I wanted to see this will be unfilled. After trading the order block, that was the unfilled gap. So market has filled that gap 100%. This is the new buy side liquidity. Low, high, lower low. So far, this is the breaker block. If this market can close above this breaker block, another buying opportunity until this buy side liquidity. A perfect breaker block so far, okay, until this breaker block is valid. Until it is valid. I mean, it can fall one more time to make another breaker block. If it make another breaker block, this is gonna be invalid. If it doesn't make another breaker block before validating this breaker block, it is gonna be the valid breaker block. Higher time frame, new to opening gap, respecting the new to opening gap. Unfilled fair value gap has been filled here by tick, it has filled that unfilled gap, respecting this new to opening gap as an higher time frame PDRF, another entry opportunity. If and only if this setup create before 11:30, that breaker block entry is valid until 11:30. Otherwise, if it is after 11:30, I'm not interested to take that anymore. Why you guys keep giving me thanks, man? No need to give me the thanks. As I told yesterday, every single day in the PM session, I told that every single session has a job. When the job is done by this specific run, the job is done by the EM session. So I don't need to force the market to give me another entry opportunity around this specific session. In one session, try to take at least maximum two entries. Maximum two entries. If you got perfect entries or everything is perfect, stop over there. No need to trade anymore. Walaikum salam, Spawn. Hey Jackie, I'm grateful for your time and commitment to our education. Okay, man. I really appreciate that. Just don't forget to provide the like. That's all I expect from all of you guys. Just the likes, nothing else. I need something. It should be like give and take. So you should give me something, I should give you something. I should take something from you, I should give you something. So this is my logic. So what I'm going to take from you, the likes. That's all I'm going to take from you. Hey Ravi, how are you, brother? After 11:30, I'm not interested to trade anymore. Even if it is a good setup, my favorite model, I don't care about that. After 11:30, I'm not interested to take a trade anymore. As it is already 11:30, so not going to take any entries anymore. Now tell me, did you learn anything from this session? How to wait for all of this consolidation and how to go for the trade. Yeah, I did a mistake here. I didn't know that it won't work. It was a perfect setup for me. So if you consider this loss as a what to say, I mean accident, did you learn anything? How to trade this area, how to wait for the setup, and then how to go for the trade? If you learned something, I'm happy. If you didn't learn anything, I'm really I'll feel bad. Tito, today I really appreciate your patience before you entered your first trade. Hey, thanks for that, Swing Boutique. Yeah, yesterday's PM session, I talked about this actually. So if you are with me in yesterday's PM session, you already know why I actually go for the trade. You will get the exact reply or exact answer if you are with me around the PM session yesterday. Why I do pushing my button in my life. Yeah, brother. Hey, Taslim, Imon, thanks for that. Yes, I have learned a lot today. Thank you, Archana. Very valuable session. Thank you, Jason. So what will be in lunch session today? What do you mean by lunch session? We don't trade around the lunch hour, brother. Really, it was an educative class. Thank you. There is yes something I forgot about. What was that? I learned to stay the hell out of ranging market. Mhm. And how to predict that range is gone. Did you learn it? Setup will never tell you lie. Sometimes accident happens, but setups will never tell you lie. Never ever. 90% of the time, setups won't tell you lie. Sometimes shit happens. Except because 100% there is nothing called 100% in trading. You're most welcome, Jamie. Maybe burger for lunch. Yeah, Katie Khan, maybe burger for lunch, man. Hey, Jamie, thanks, man. ABC tells me I'm in a rush to go in that direction. No Farewell Gap, no rush. Absolutely, brother. It's true. Farewell Gap is going to tell you the story. Every single time, Farewell Gap. In this whole range, we can trade a lot of time. We can get stopped out. We can, I mean, in this range, we can do a lot of things. Here, when this low has taken that low, it doesn't need to take that low. Shit happened. Okay, I agree with that. I'll try one more time. My stop loss is not going to be 50 handle, right? Maximum 20 handle. So if I take a 20 handle loss for 50 handle, 60 handle profit, sometimes shit happens. I didn't want to miss that trade. FOMO? No, it's not FOMO. I was waiting for the trade opportunity. Provided with the trade opportunity there, I went for the trade. My stop loss was in a logical level, got stopped out, I'm happy with that. Give me another opportunity, I'll go for this trade again. Simple. When I'll get 10k subscriber, brother. I'm eagerly waiting for 10k subscriber. I want to see like 9999 and then one subscriber, it's gonna be 10k. Oh, awesome, man. This is the first time. Oh, no, not the first. Yeah, this is the first time I'm gonna get that scenario to see. Rather, the ending of the session was well good, ended up with good trades. Now let's light up. Why you guys are keep reminding me that? I quit smoking, okay? Respecting this area, this is the area I'm thinking. Still, I'm thinking this. I will keep thinking about buy if and only if market close above this area. If it doesn't do that, this is my area for today. I'm gonna repeat one more time. I wanna say it will come at least in this area. Okay. After reaching here, where it will go, it depends. But until this area, I will keep looking for that sell. In a specific way, if I go for very specific run or very specific area, this 1 minute fair value gap constant crossment. This 1 minute fair value gap. There is a 1 minute fair value gap. Until the 50% of that 1 minute fair value gap is my interest to see that market will reach over there. After 11:30, I don't trade anymore. Okay, for me the trade is done after 11:30. Archana, I'm not sure, brother. Sister, with the writer gap, it will be filled soon. I love this guy, okay? Jack, I really love this guy. I don't know why, but I really love that guy. But what is that right? What is that gap? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love you, man. Jack, I always love you, man. Yeah, another liquidity void from this area to that area. Another liquidity void, which should be filled. It is also a liquidity void, real liquidity void, real liquidity here. This is the real liquidity. Okay, guys, it's done for this morning session. I think it was insightful. If it was insightful, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And yeah, if PM session, I am not sure. If I see something I need to talk, I will appear here suddenly. Otherwise, don't know about the PM session. So see you guys maybe tomorrow or the PM session. Okay. Until the next time, cheers, guys.